What if it Timmy's here? Now, a couple of weeks ago, Bruce Campbell was pretty much teasing that the new Evil Dead movie might actually get a theatrical release. Now, of course, we already know that Evil Dead Rise was originally supposed to be like an HBO Max original and everything, but one other question is like, is this movie ever gonna like with the whole cancellation of Batgirl and with David Zaslav pretty much canceling everything left to right from Scooby Doo to Bugs Bunny and everything. One question I had been remaining, like, what's going to happen to Evil Dead? Is this thing still going to come out on HBO Max? Is it going to get canceled and everything? Well, Evil Dead Rise is officially coming out, and not only that, it's not going to HBO Max anymore. While Deadline was reporting about the whole Shazam Aquaman, being pushed back, it has also been confirmed that Evil Dead Rise will officially be hindered rather than going straight to streaming. The reason for it because there was like, of course, there was actually test screenings of this new Evil Dead film, and the sequel's like trailer, played gangbusters at Cine Europe recent. Hence, another reason why it will be now released in cinemas. Like, it's it's not like with Batgirl where they like screamed it and it had poor test screenings and all. Unlike Batgirl, this thing actually had great test screenings. Anyway, Evil Dead Rise will now officially hit theaters on April 21st of next year. Now, if you guys don't know much about this new Evil Dead film, which of course is set to be directed by Lee Owen, starring a really interesting cast that includes Alyssa Sutherland, Lily Sullivan, Morgan Davis, mostly newcomers really, but it's always cool seeing newcomers. Anyway, here's what the new Evil Dead is about. In the fifth Evil Dead film, a road weary Beth pays an overdue visit to her older sister Ellie, who is raising three kids on her own in a cramped LA apartment. The sisters' reunion is cut short by the discovery of a mysterious book deep in the bowels of Ellie's building, giving rise to flesh possession demons and thirsting Beth into a primal battle for survival as she faced with the most nightmarish version of motherhood imaginable. So, yeah, believe it or not, this is actually going to be the first Evil Dead movie to not take place in a cabin in the woods. It's actually going to take place in a city. So, a high rise city to be exact. So, yeah, let's say if it's New York City or anything like that. But I'm excited for this. I mean, this actually comes out in 2023. Holy cow! Between The Exorcist, Scream 6, Insidious. I mean, so far 2023 is shaping up to be a great year for the horror genre. And Evil Dead Rise, by the way, is opening up around the 10th anniversary of the Freddy Alvarez Evil Dead movie that had Jane Levy a few years ago. So some part of me still wish they go ahead and do a sequel to that. Like, oh, man, I so much want to see almost said Eugene Levy. Yeah, I want to see Eugene Levy in the Evil Dead film, but a part of me wants to see Jane Levy in pretty much come back for the Evil Dead film as Mia. That would be super cool. I always want to see Mia and Bruce Campbell's Ash because they teased Ash in the last Evil Dead film, which did really well. So I'm a little surprised they never really want to do a sequel to that. But anyway, hopefully this Evil Dead film will be decent. I mean, Evil Dead Rise, hence why it's called Rise, because it takes place in a high-rise building. So hence the title, I guess. But I'm excited for this. Just the only disappointing is we're not going to see Bruce Campbell coming back. I mean, he already said, like, he had already pretty much teased that he's pretty much done at playing Ash. Even though there is, like, rumors about Ash versus Evil Dead animated show, but we'll see if that ever happens. That aside, I'm glad that this is getting a theatrical release because, man, I so much want to see this thing in theaters. I had that last Evil Dead film from 2013. I remember, seeing that with, my brother and sister that year. We had a blast with it. That was one of the most gorgeous, bloodiest movies I've ever seen on screen. So, and I, of course, remember watching the original Evil Dead on TV when I was at a time when I was not supposed to watch those type of movies, but Men, who does not love Evil Dead? Come on. Anyway, let me leave you guys. What are your thoughts on Evil Dead Rise officially coming to theaters rather than HBO Max? I guess David Zaslav is doing some good stuff here. Do you like this decision? Are you excited for Evil Dead Rise? And were you ever a fan of the Evil Dead franchise? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simmy signing off.